Welcome to Ty's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July the 12th, 2025. We're going to be talking about WWE's Friday Night Smackdown. But, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we still have Great American Bash. I believe that's happening like at 3 o'clock. And we got Saturday's main event that's happening like in 8 o'clock or 7-ish, something like that. I have no idea. I need to look it up. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big weekend, and we got All In as well tonight, but I might not have watched it, I don't know, because that's a 4-hour show. I think Saturday's main event will be over, and then All In will still be on, but I'm going to be missing a lot of matches when that happens, so I don't know if I'm going to be watching it. I don't know. I do want to see the surprises they have for the Casino Gauntlet match for both the women's and the men's, because there's some released wrestlers still did not get used on TNA or AEW Dynamite or anything like that, so maybe they're waiting until they do Casino Gauntlet match. I have no idea, but I want to know who they're going to bring, because there's some top ones there that still didn't get announced in any show yet. Cedric Alexander's in TNA. Chauncey is doing GCW. I don't know if she's signed with her, but she's doing GCW, feuding with Matt Cardona. Who else is doing shows? Baron Corbin was already doing shows. He was on MLW, teaming up with Dijak, another released superstar. Who else got released this time? Baron Corbin wasn't released with all of those other guys. Cedric Alexander was. Roddy Osborne is one of them. I don't know who else, but there's a lot of guys that still did not get announced to be in shows, or they're retired from wrestling. But some of them are younger. I don't know how they're going to retire from wrestling, or they just don't want to wrestle again. Because they did WWE, they did their goal. I think everybody's goal is to go to WWE and perform in front of millions of people. You have thousands of people in attendance, and you have 1,000 people watching at home. So that's like 1 million people. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got Friday Night Smackdown, the go-home show for Saturday's main event, Evolution, and even Great American Bash as well, because Soruka will make her debut match on Friday Night Smackdown because she's part of the Tag Team Championship match. Zarya was there as well. She made her first appearance on Friday Night Smackdown. So yeah, and we had Tag Team title match. We had R-Truth in action. We got a big Tag Team match. I will tell you guys more about that. But ladies and gentlemen, first we got Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll was doing a concert. I wasn't a big fan of it because WWE and concerts doesn't really mix. I think every sports does it. They do use concerts. I think they do it in Super Bowls as well. But I was on my phone and I didn't really care for the music, so I was waiting until Jelly Roll was singing, and when he's done, he got interrupted by Logan Paul and saying that Jelly Roll is an outsider. And he's not supposed to be in the WWE ring. He should be on the stage and all that stuff. Boy, you know, you are a YouTuber and you are an outsider as well, and you tried to be a wrestler. He's good in the ring, but he's the same thing. When he first came in, you are an influencer. I know I said that wrong. But he was a YouTuber, and he was an outsider, and he still got himself into the wrestling business. And all that, he says that Jelly Roll is just a outsider, but Jelly Roll says, I'm not an outsider. This is my hometown of Tennessee, so I'm not an outsider, and all that stuff. He got angry, and they were bickering at each other off microphone. Bickering at each other, and Randy Orton came out and started yelling at Logan Paul. Saying he's an outsider, he's the outsider. He says you're the outsider, and Logan Paul looked like he's frightened, man. He was backing up and telling Randy to calm down. Randy was yelling at the man. Oh man! But Randy got attacked by Drew McIntyre with a Claymore because they have a match at Saturday Night's main event. And then Logan Paul saw down Orton because Drew McIntyre walked away. Logan Paul saw Randy Orton on the ground, and he runs and starts punching him. A big baby, the big coward, has to play hurts Randy Orton. So when the punching happening, Jelly Roll looks like he looked like he was upset. I don't know why, and then he got angry. Walks up to Logan Paul, grabs the hair of Logan Paul, and throws him up. I don't know what Joe said. He said he threw him off the air. I don't think he went off the air. He didn't throw him in the air. He just slammed him. Okay, Joe, calm down, Tessitore. He just slammed him, okay? He did not throw him. He did not do a body slam. He didn't do a belt throw. It's like the women's hair pull move in the video game. He grabbed the hair and slammed him down back on the back. He didn't throw him. Calm down there, Joe. You're giving people a false fact here. He did not do that. So, but if you guys didn't know, there's a rumor that Jelly Roll might have a match at SummerSlam, and it might be with Logan Paul. And it looks like it is happening because this happened. So Logan Paul got angry, and security and producers, referees are trying to stop Logan Paul getting in the ring. We all know Logan Paul is only getting in the ring with Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. So he has to act like he's tough and try and get in the ring. So, and then when he went to the stage, on top of the stage, and you see the drums, the guitar, the amps, and all that stuff, he smashes them all. Jelly Roll wasn't happy with that. But, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton told Jelly Roll, you could be in my corner at Saturday Night's Main Event. So that's going to happen there. We heard from Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus about their match. It wasn't really interesting segments. But the most interesting thing is when they were talking and all that stuff, Naomi came out and tried to threaten both of them because she has the money in the bank and she could cash in. But Naomi got attacked by Jay Cargill from behind because they have a no-holds barred match at Evolution. And then the producers and security tried to stop them. Well, we got LA Knight coming out and talking about Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman's famous words. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. And LA Knight just wants to beat up Seth Rollins. And he talking about Braun Breaker, he talking about Braun Strowman, they try to take him out and all that stuff. Paul Heyman came out and he said a whole bunch of things. I don't remember what he said. And then they got interrupted by Solo and his MFTs. They came out and they told, Solo told Paul Heyman to leave the ring or my guys will put you through an announce table again. And Paul Heyman ran away. He waved by. And he walked away. Same thing with LA Knight, has the same option. Leave the ring or his MFTs will destroy him. LA Knight was about to leave, but you heard the fans, LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight. They were chanting him, and LA Knight says, these people are not going to let me leave, so you have to beat me up. So they surrounded the ring. And then Jimmy Uso slides in a chair, and LA Knight and Jimmy Uso with both chairs whacking the MFTs, except for Tala Tonga. And then he took his jacket off. He tried to get in the ring, but Solo stopped him. But Nick Aldis says, let's give Tennessee what they want. Let's give them a tag team match. Jimmy Uso and LA Knight versus JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa. Did I tell you that Solo is defending his United States Championship title against Jimmy Uso at Saturday Night's Main Event? That's why Jimmy is in this thing. Well, first match of the evening, we have one member of each team of the Evolution Tag Team title match will be in a fatal four-way match, and they will have their partners in their corners. So we got Alexa Bliss with Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss had to tell Charlotte Flair to come to the ringside. And she said to Alexa, we're not friends. And Alexa Bliss says, yes, I know that. We're allies. But everybody's going to have their partners in their corners. You should be in mine. That way you can tell them a message that we're mean business. We got Kairi Sane with Asuka with the Kabuki Warriors. We got Roxanne Perez with Raquel Rodriguez as the Judgment Day. And we got Soruka with Zarya. They don't have a team name. I thought it was a pretty decent fatal 4-way match. These ladies went all over the place, destroying each other. Even their partners got involved. Zarya got picked up and got tossed by Raquel Rodriguez. Never seen Zarya get picked up like that. And then Charlotte just yeeted Raquel over the announce table and knocked Joe Testador. That's not good. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was Alexa Bliss, and she was celebrating with Charlotte Flair. I think that's everybody's go-to tag team to win this match. I don't know if it's Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. I don't know, because I think it's the Judgment Day, because I think Liv Morgan is going to come back soon. I know they said months. I know that, right? I know that. But they should do the same thing that they did with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, but it was for the women's tag team titles, and she gets betrayed by Raquel and Roxanne, because Roxanne is doing better for the tag team than Liv Morgan ever did. They should do that angle, but maybe they're going to wait until Liv Morgan does come back, if it does take her months to come back. So I'd say Roxanne and Raquel might retain the tag team titles at Evolution. That's what I think. We have the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits for the WWE tag team titles. I never knew this would happen. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy had great chemistry as a tag team. Oh my god, they were good. I thought it was a pretty decent tag team match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match and your new WWE's Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt Six. This is Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy's first championships in the WWE. The very first. Sorry, I put my finger in the camera. I was checking. I got notifications. Sometimes it gets annoying. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent match, and it's their first championships in their whole careers. I don't know if they're going to be doing the Freebird rules, because they're a faction and there's 4 of them. So Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan could defend the tag titles as well. Or it's just Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty cool. That's great. And we heard it's official. Andrade and Rey Fenix is now a tag team. And they're part of this situation. And DIY is not happy about it. We have R-Truth versus Aleister Black. It was a little corny. It was a little clownish. R-Truth was... The guy was fast. He was fast. He did a good job. But R-Truth says he's driving now. Or Ron Killing, something like that. Grabs a steel chair and brings it in the ring. And he was about to hit Aleister. But Aleister steps on that title, on that chair. So R-Truth can't pick it up. And then he hit R-Truth, and then he was about to hit R-Truth with a steel chair, and the referee took it from Aleister Black, and then R-Truth did a roll-up and got the win. And then Aleister Black was storming into the backstage. It was right behind R-Truth and was about to hit him until Damian Priest stopped it and tried to calm him down and said, don't do it. And then Aleister Black said, okay. And then he attacks Damian Priest in backstage. Well, we have our main event, Jimmy Uso and LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo. Pretty decent tag team match. But the winner of that match was Jimmy Uso and LA Knight. Paul Heyman tried to distract LA Knight. He did. Because he got attacked by Tala Tonga. But Paul Heyman distracted Solo as well. And he lost the match to Jimmy Uso and LA Knight. So LA Knight was celebrating, and then he got attacked by Braun Breaker and a tsunami from Bronson Reed. and see you at Saturday's main event, LA Knight against Seth freaking Rollins. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2K25, we heard that they put on Twitter, they know the problem with the custom images on some of the wrestlers, most of my wrestlers, because the people I downloaded, all the people that uploaded these guys have custom images. And I can't use those. I even tried to replace them. I tried to re-download them. But every time I turn off my Xbox, they lose their stuff. So I stopped doing that now. All my wrestlers that has big tattoos or a lot of tattoos don't have tattoos. I don't really care for the tattoos, but that's how they're made. So I would like to have tattoos, but it doesn't hurt me very much. I mean, it doesn't hurt me, but it kind of annoys me sometimes. Because now some of my wrestlers that I didn't try to replace, has weird tattoos on them and weird face paint. Darby Allin has a cool face paint on, but my Goldust doesn't have a Goldust face paint on. He looks like Dustin. Dustin in his Goldust attire. I don't know if he ever done that. But right now, they said they're going to look into it and see if they could solve the problem. They will tell us hopefully soon, or they put in a patch or something. I have no idea what's happening. But I'm not putting no tattoos on anyone until we get this thing fixed. So my wrestlers like Chris Bay, he has a whole bunch of tattoos, even Sir Strickland, but I didn't try to replace him. I tried to replace Chris Bay, but now he has no tattoos. But at least he looks like Chris Bay. His face looks like Chris Bay, so it's not really a bad thing, but I just wish I have my wrestlers as who they are. Because I remember in 2K24, they did the same thing with a patch, and then my guys turned bald, and then I just replaced their hair. It's easier to do the hair than their tattoos, because I don't know how to do their tattoos. They have a lot of different tattoos. I don't know how to do those. So, I don't know what to do. But that's all me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a Great American Bash and Saturday Night's Main Events. We're going to put them all in one video. That's all me today. Tell us out. Bye!